Um, I was asked about the weapon loadouts that I use. It hasn't really changed very much since probably chapter 14 of my first playthrough. Um, I still use the sniper weapon with the mine, and then the telemetry spike with the diffraction torus that lets you shoot forever, and then the ripcord on the bottom. That is a change from when I first started out. For a while I was using the shotgun, the military engine on the bottom with the evangelizer weapon kit. I switched away from that basically because the evangelizer weapon tip is was a pre-order bonus, and I feel a bit like, I should try to stick to just what's in the game. That being said, though, I do realize I use the Mark V stuff a lot, whenever I can. Excuse me. Just because, I feel like it's less of a hack because I am buying it with stuff that you collect in the game. In all of these cases, I've been using Ration Seals to buy the DLC packs. One thing about the weapon packs, or the resource packs that I did notice, the Ultra weapon pack was missing for a while, and I was kind of curious about it, and then I figured they were just, having a bug in the store or whatever. But in fact, they changed the price from 40 down to 30, so it's less of a bad deal. The amount of resources that you get are identical to what they were before. You can see the numbers there. The Epic Weapon Pack is twice as many resources. The difference, though, is that the Epic Weapon Pack, you get 2 guaranteed Mark V parts with a 50% chance of a third, whereas with this one you only get a 1 with a 50% chance of a second. So I think that on average you're going to end up better off always using the Epic Weapon Pack. There's some math that you can do to actually find out which one is better, but I'm too lazy to do that, and I probably won't work on it in my head at all. And as far as the price points, $2 and $3. Man, don't be spending money on these. No, just don't. I mean, the other stuff, it's like whatever. There's vanity items, but the bot accelerator, don't buy that. The extra bot, nah, don't buy that either. I mean, there's no good reason to ever do it. There's just so much crap laying around in the game that I fail to be able to properly articulate it. I mean, look at this. I have 75,000 scrap. I will never, ever, ever run out of ammo. Semiconductors, somatic gel. I don't know. Maybe I'll run out of healing packs at some point in time. But these are 240, so I can make what? Like 500 somatic gels, maybe 50 large med packs. Yeah, dude, don't do it. I could see where it might be an issue in the survivalist playthrough, where the monsters don't drop anything, so you're forced just to go by with whatever's in the boxes and stuff. And I think maybe there aren't even any boxes. There have to be boxes because you have to get resources from somewhere. But yeah, don't waste your money on those. Ration Seals, waste all the ones you want. But dollars, no. Anyway, as far as the weapons, as I said, they're basically unchanged. I'm kind of sad that I haven't been able to find a Mark II stasis coating, because, I always need to shoot bullets faster, right? Or reload my weapon faster, or have more bullets. I mean, it's the basic absurdity of being able to shoot the crab for a minute straight and have it just kind of sit there and do nothing. The circuits that I'm using, as you can see, damage all across the board, especially on the telemetry spike, because a little bit of damage isn't much of a big deal, but when you're shooting them so many times, it really adds up. Here on the bottom with the ripcord, just because it's useful, and it reloads all around, clip size all around. There's no weapon speed increase. There's just no call for that. The other one, I have my sniper rifle and the timed mine, not the timed mine, the proximity mine, which works really well, as I mentioned before, by using the directed ejection field as opposed to just the basic tip or the rocket launcher tip. It lets me shoot rockets more. There is a difference in that with the directed ejection field, the weapon will, the projectile will arc as you shoot it, so you have to compensate for that. I don't generally have too much of a problem with that. And with the sniper rifle, it's, one shot, one kill. That type of thing. That being said, I still hate the zoom scopes. So, those I'm not ever going to use. Here, with the sniper rifle, yeah, I'm absolutely using weapon speed increases. But yes, more damage, more bullets. I may at some point in time decide that I need to swap out the damage in this first clip, the +3 rate of fire, +3 damage, for rate of fire clip size, but probably not. Here in the bottom, I still have a +2 damage in the bottom for the mine. I should probably change that, but I won't. And this is why. Notice that I have an absurd number of +3 stuff laying around. Oh, here, +1, +1. So I'm never going to use that. So I'm going to sell the circuit, get a little bit back. Now here, this is a +3 item. I try to sell it, it cannot be sold. Anything with a +3 on it cannot be sold. So you're going to have these things piling up and piling up and piling up. I don't know if it is a balance issue, because they're saying, oh, if you can sell those, you'll have too much crap. In which case, they failed at that part already, because there's too much crap laying around. But I don't know. One other problem I wanted to point out is that notice here I have an overclocked heavy frame, and that's really cool. Here I have the heavy elite frame. If I tried to, I don't have, excuse me, Mark II heavy frame laying around. So let's go into craft new frame. Here's all the different frames I have. Here's that Mark II overclocked compact frame I could make, but there is no Mark II overclocked heavy frame to make. And that is something that vexes me fiercely, because I don't know why I can't make it. I thought maybe when I started the New Game Plus it would appear, but there's definitely some bugs and issues left in the game. So I guess in closing, my weapons haven't really changed. My best advice for that is find the weapon configuration that you're most comfortable with and stick with it and upgrade that so that you get the same skills. I really advocate for, a heavy-hitting weapon that lets you pick stuff off from far, especially in places where you have to shoot things that are far away, and they do happen all throughout the game. The easiest example that I can think of is when you're in outer space and you're rocketing through while chasing down the compartment off of the Eudora, and there's all the mines that are coming at you that you have to shoot. It's nice if you can just, and they're done. Whereas if you're using a rapid fire weapon, you can see how big a spread that is. So that's not the best thing. And of course, if all you had was, that for, flying in space, you'd be screwed, just flat out, because you're not going to hit it. If all of your weapons are close range when you're fighting the crab, dude, don't. Just, like, restart the chapter, make a different weapon. So basically, I mean, that's my configuration. You know, heavy weapons, you know, and rapid fire weapons. One last thing, I mentioned that I didn't want to have to deal with the ammo hack, the unlimited ammo glitch, in my playthroughs, which is why I'm not in the arena. And of course, so when I'm screwing around with this, you know, I am blowing, you know, ammo, but I have so much scrap I'm never going to run out. One thing I do want to note is, notice here, so it says I have 176 sniper bullets. This is relevant because I noticed that in my prior clip I would take a shot and reload instantly, and that is not the best plan ever because look, 176, I pull the trigger. I'm down to 175. I'm going to reload now, and I'm going to be down to 174. So I just lost a bullet. So apparently, you throw away an entire clip whenever you swap magazines. God, if I'm using that, you know, clip and magazine wrong, screw you. I don't have enough energy to care about that. But this thing is still the same here. 185. I'm going to pull the bullet once. So there's 4,022 bullets left. I reload, and I lost hella bullets. And then the other thing to note is that when you're looking through your inventory, so here, you know, there's 2 clips left in this pile. So I'm going to reload 170. I'm still at 170 because I blew through exactly 1 clip. And notice I reloaded from 1 clip. There's only 1 clip left in that last pile. So be aware of that. Each one of those clips is not a full reload. It's however many bullets there are. And I do believe that it is however many bullets there are in the default weapon with no upgrades whatsoever. Because, which may not be true because I think the sniper rifle on the base only has a single bullet in it, but I could be wrong. Anyway, I hope this was of use to you. Have a lovely day.